we can serve four mainly directions, which is that one which is more or less designed along the PP6, which go to Slovenia and Hungary and so on that way. That one that go through the Brenner Pass to Germany. That's one go towards Milan through the Po Valley. And of course, that one that goes to Austria, Czech Republic, Slovakia, Poland, and so on, through our own. These are the potential lines for interland connection, and these are the potential market from this situation. That's why, what is lacking now? The fact is that the size of operation of the port is not very high at the moment. It could be much better. I'll give you an idea. We are losing almost, at least altogether, this port, at least, as underline at least, 40% to our market, which is served by the port of the northern range. So if out of 100 container leaving, for instance, the Veneto region, 35 come to my port, another 30 go to the Ligurian port, 40 go to Antwerp or Rotterdam. What does it mean? It means that the logistic and transport network, which is behind the port, is not doing its own job. Of course, this is a vicious circle. There is no logistic and transport network behind the ports, because they say the ships are not coming to your port. And the ships are not coming to a port because there is no connection outside. So we have to cut this vicious circle and to transform into something which is better. That's what we are trying to do. Why we have to imagine that we could win, I would say, the comparison, the competition with the northern port, I go to the last point, is because we have one extra argument in our favor, which is the environmental one. And if we go to the last, yes, please go back. This is the dividing line at the moment. At the moment, normally, the southern port, both Ligurian and North Adriatic, don't go beyond that red line that I saw there. It does mean that they cover all this market, but not beyond that one, which is they only serve part of that market. So there is plenty of. And why we should imagine that we have we can go there for two reasons that are actual condition, but they are not enough. We have a lower transit time by definition. If a container comes into Suez, they have to go somewhere in Europe. It's clear that it's much shorter going through the Adriatic instead of going outside for Gibraltar, going to Rotterdam and coming back. And the new item is even the decarbonization. The CO2 and the fuel costs are absolutely not comparable. That's the last information I want to give you. I give you a few examples. That's a calculated emission in terms of CO2 of 1 TEU, one small container, from Port Said, so coming outside from the Suez Canal, and you go to, in this case, to Costanza port, and then you have the different color for different degree of cost in terms of CO2. The different color is that, of course, you spend some part of CO2 during the maritime leg, and then you add the other one. We chose the less costly in terms of CO2, that is this railway. So combining them, you see that you have this kind of pink or red-pink things, and that's where from Costanza you get. If you go to the next page, you see what's happening from the Adriatic. From the North Adriatic, if you come to compare a little bit with them, you find that the yellow and the pink, we reach Rotterdam with the same level of with much less cost than what's happened from Costanza. That's next one is Valencia. I give you an idea where we reach, but we can just concentrate on the last map. Yes, this is the one. This is a comparison of the northern range with the southern range. What is the message? As you can see, if you go through Rotterdam, you are on the red area even before discharging, in the sense that the quantity of CO2 that is sufficient from Port Said to reach Paris through Venice is spent by a ship before arriving in Rotterdam. And then you have to add the land transmission. So if you go again to the last one, in the last one you see, we forget about the maritime leg. There's only inland and it's only train. And you see which are at the moment, the relevant markets that are subdivided in Europe at this moment. What I want to say, it is true that should we decide in terms of transit time, in terms of cost of fuel, in terms of CO2 emission, would be no point. Everybody should come to our ports. Why not? Because at the moment there are two other arguments, which is the economy of scale, the reliability, in the sense the frequency of the services, and the logistic and transport network coming from there. That's the reason why the choice which is in front of the European Union at the moment is, if we have few euro to spend in order to improve our infrastructure network, is it better to use them in order to enlarge the existing network in order to allow Rotterdam port to reach Donetsk or to reach another destination in Ukraine and Belarus and so on? Or we can, on the contrary, invest on the Mediterranean rim to prepare the port and their own logistic chain, logistic network to reach part of the market. If you look at the behavior, the existing behavior, the answer is we go through Rotterdam. If we look at the rational behavior from the general point of view, taking care of the environment and so on, would be Mediterranean. The choice is not perfectly done. Of course, there will be a balance between the two solutions, but nothing is, I would say, obtained for granted. The fact that we can show the best transit time at the best cost in terms of CO2 is a good starting point, but just a starting point. There's a lot to be done. If we don't win the battle in terms of the size, the scale of the activity within the ports and the logistic and transport network behind them, there would be, the situation will be confirmed. So can we imagine that we got something good news in the near future from the Baltic-Adriatic axis? Yes, but it means the location is already there. Is not our. There's a good chance to be in the right place. Infrastructure maybe with some difficulties could be done, but if we don't use location infrastructure in order to get the right level of scale of operation, and we don't invest immediately in logistic network that support even the existing infrastructure, it will be difficult to get any good results. Thank you very much.